Well, the last patch has made a few people quite mad. People who accuse us of bullying the poor devs into buffing weapons, and the Helldivers Masochist Reddit claiming that the game is too easy. Before we begin, I would love to give the masochists a piece of my mind. What is the implication that Helldivers 2 is this niche hardcore game that only the best gamers can play, Maybe it's the 20 million copies sold, or maybe the first ever trailer showing nobody dying. Oh, but Greg, the buffs, they want to make the game easier, and you want to make the game more annoying to play, so you can pretend to be this hardcore player because you don't go outside much. Let's be real here for a moment. You guys that are in the Helldivers Masochist subreddit are just like the pretentious theater kids that never grew up and have to be the people that are special. But hey, not all of you are bad, I gotta say. For example, I like the people that request more difficulties or even a special steel path like thing they can have in the game, just like this person wants here. The post is titled as the buff over buff over buff, where the person asks Arrowhead for a hardcore / classic mode and skip all the unnecessary buffs as they call them, and I have to agree with them on this one. They should have a separate hardcore thing that they can go into so they don't have to speak with the casuals, and that would be possible if Mr. Narrowhead got off his buttocks to actually do anything about it. Where I don't agree with them is the part of them calling it unnecessary buffs, because as I see it, your side, Mr. Challenged, finds difficulty the same thing as annoyance. And you can call me bad at the game all day, because this won't change the simple fact that actual difficulty in video games isn't annoyance or bugs that get in your way every chance they get. It's actual meaningful enemies. And no, I'm not talking about giving an enemy 10,000 HP and then turning it into a damage sponge, let's be real. It makes me sad that angry cry gamers guide the development of Helldivers. I don't think Arrowhead listens to its dedicated fans at all. We get insulted by criers and ignored by the devs. Oh, these criers insulting us! Why won't they just realize they hurt our feelings? Oh, the criers! Those mean criers! Whatever did we do to them? All these filthy cry divers that can't accept that we just want to nerf every gun in the game so we can have our fantasy! Mods! Nerf all the weapons! Do you see how you look? Do you understand why we insult you because we get called cry divers and complainers when we point out actual issues with the game? Or you guys start acting all high and mighty and say, oh, maybe trivial is the difficulty for you? This is why nobody likes the masochists, because you guys come off as pretentious and then you act all high and mighty, and then the moment we fight back, all of a sudden, you guys insult us, you cry divers! All that I'm saying is, you can't handle the smoke, get out of the kitchen. I think the overall poor communication and subsequent aggressive community backlash made Arrowhead afraid of nerfs. If they were completely reasonable and unfearful, they'd have nerfed the Coyote months ago. They already did, along with the recoilless rifle and termite. Bro, you can't with these people. They want to ruin your fun as the average player, but if you get buffs, well, you are ruining their fun. Do you really want to play this game because those buffs came because the last Warbond didn't sell as well and players were leaving? But please blame the rage gamers and that scared poor little multi-million-dollar company. It couldn't be because they are losing money and their overlords said stop the BS. Arrowhead lets the part of the player base that hates them steer the game. They definitely fear the Ragers. No, they fear Sony, who has lost $400 million on Concord. And if this game doesn't do well, Arrowhead is gonna be relocated to China in those nice buildings with the nets on the side to catch people that wanna jump off. I want you guys to understand that this game sold 20 million copies and you're sitting over here and saying, why isn't it the niche I want it to be? It's not the niche you want it to be because you guys aren't the guys with the money. While I do agree you guys should get a hardcore mode or a steel path like thing, I do not agree with you wanting to nerf every single gun in the game and then make us all play with them. Second thing I got, so I'm not crazy, right? Supply FRV is going to encourage solo play. Okay, so what's wrong with people playing solo? But Greg, it's a team game. Guess what? Sometimes you get so many crappy games with the whole squad sharing one singular brain cell that you have to play solo games to calm down, especially with the brain deficiency, having people that come at D10 only to use the most useless builds ever because they want to be challenged. How about I put you in one of those new FRVs and we hit you with a 500? We'll see how challenged you are then, huh? Jesus, I'm not making it to heaven, am I? Overall, I would be happy if the masochists would have a place to whip each other's balls or something. But at the same time, they have to realize they are not the ones putting bread on Arrowhead's table. It's the filthy casuals that do that. Helldivers 2 was never sold as this stupidly hardcore game as some would claim it was sold as. If you look at all the trailers, it implies this is a fun horde shooter that anybody can pick up. But then again, maybe the advertising was deceptive. Of course, we're not saying it was, but if it was and this is a hardcore game, I cannot wait for my refund. Or a very big lawsuit, it really depends. Anyway lads, I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching and special thanks to the channel members. Jordan Ingram, Smacker's Temple, Estalorico, Cactus Man, PP4Pux, 501st Admiral Fez, Titan, Doomclash, Merc, Kronk, Hootsnack, Polski Swagger, Matreon, Mr. Based Wolf, Call of Mutts, Hamner.